Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, for beer review number 77. And today I have a beer review from Founders Brewing Company located down in, Grand Rapids, Michigan, USA. So, haven't had a beer from the States in a while. I think the last one I had was Rusty Chain a few months back. So, you know what? I was at the LCBO and I picked up a 6-pack of this because I've heard of Founders and heard they had pretty good beer. So I'm like, why not get some Mosaic Promise Single Hop Ale? Coming in at 5% alcohol by volume. 5.5% ABV and 50 IBUs. So smack dab in the middle of the IBU scale and fairly decent alcohol content as well. So let's crack her open and see what we got. And I found an old Ted bottle opener, and it has a little sound in it. So kind of cool. All right, let's crack her open and see what we got.
That's a Teddy Brewski.
It's not the greatest, but it has that little sound when you flick it.
Hey Johnny, how about a beer, huh?
Kind of clever, more novelty than anything. All right, and today we're gonna pour it into our Great Lakes pop can style glass. Let's pour it up. Pour the whole thing? No, let's just pour about half, or more than half. Kind of want to savor some for after the review. All right, let's stick my nose in and see what we got. You know, smells like a pale ale or something like that. You know, you get a bit of grapefruit, bit of pine, very citrusy, sort of like a lemony citrus note coming off it. Bit yeasty, bit grainy or grassy even. Actually smells quite nice. So it's let's take a look. You know, it's very yellowy looking, kind of slightly hazy, not too much, and there's quite a bit of carbonation coming up on the sides. All right, with that said, let's have a sip and then cheers. It's like a mix between a pale ale and sort of you get some lager qualities in there. Like you get the clean and crispness of a lager, but it's definitely leaning towards more of a pale ale. Hoppy for sure, not super hoppy, which is nice. Yeasty as well, like that grainy, that breadiness to it. And the citrus note comes through quite well. Like I said, more lemony, citrusy notes than grapefruit, but the grapefruit is still present, and not too much pine in the actual flavor. So let's continue on drinking and see what else we can find. Cheers, everybody. Very carbonated for the style, in my opinion. And you know, it comes in, you get really a lot of carbonation, good lighter malts in there. Then it turns over into the hoppy bitterness of the Mosaic hops. And then it flows in, you get that lemony note, and then it goes into the more of the yeast, bready, graham crackery-ish flavor that you get in the finish of the profile. It's really nice, it's really enjoyable. It's not heavy hitting at all, which is perfect, and it's not too light either. It's great middle of the road sort of intensity of flavor and alcohol and bitterness bite, which is perfect. You can definitely grab a 6-pack like I did and enjoy a few. You can definitely grab a 6-pack like I did and definitely enjoy the whole thing if your heart desires. Oh, very nice for sure. Very well put together, good flavor profile. And the mouthfeel is, it's a bit lighter in the mouthfeel. It doesn't feel as creamy as some IPAs or pale ales do, but still very, very well done. Looking over now on the Founders Brewers website, which is foundersbrewing.com, for Mosaic Promise. Now, looking to the bottle itself, you know, it's a bit of a shorter looking bottle than what more mainstream beers come in, but it's still 350 milliliters. Very nice, elegant, sort of medievally or like stained glass window sort of painting on here of a woman holding, I guess, some ingredients. Looks like she's holding possibly hops, definitely some wheat or barley, and then a very elegant red-haired kind of woman. Very cool, kind of neat little logo on there, really nice. And on the back it has the ingredients, which are water, malt, barley malt, wheat malt, hops, yeast. Then it has that in a few different languages, says where it's imported by, blah blah blah. It does have a best before date, which is awesome. Very clear to see, 05/06/2018. So you know that this beer is quite fresh. Then it has the IBUs and ABVs listed. Other than that, not too much contents and just all the regular mumbo jumbo of labels. Now, moving over to the website, foundersbrewing.com, they say for Mosaic Promise. Mosaic Promise showcases two unique ingredients, Mosaic hops and Golden Promise malt. The versatility of the hops pleasing, the versatility of the malts. The versatility of the hops' pleasing aroma and flavor characteristic and the traditional barley's depth of flavor comprise this clean, rich, golden beer. We can brew complex beers with the best of them, but we recognize that there is also beauty in simplicity. So, really nice description there. I wish they could put a description on the bottle itself. But they do have a lot of other mumbo jumbo on there that isn't super interesting, but still nice description on the actual website. Also on the website, showing the beer in a pint glass, the bottle, and a can. The can actually looks really cool. The whole background is more purpley, which is really nice. Showing how to get it in draft 6-pack or 15-pack of cans. Availability is through August to November. Beer rating, they have a beer rating. I don't remember where. On tap beer rating is 96, IBUs 50, and ABV 5.5. Other than that, no other information about food pairings or more detailed look of the malt, hops, and yeast that were used, but still a very nice looking web page and website overall. Switching it over to Beer Advocate, the Mosaic Promise has been given a BA score of 4.05 out of 5, so they're calling that an exceptional rating. Looking down for review, here's somebody, they've given it a 4.34 out of 5. They say, had this on tap at Ulysses in Wilmington, DE, Denver. Enjoyed it with my meal, found it easy to drink, light orange and a little cloudy. Nice mix of hoppy and malty taste. Brought myself a 15-pack of cans when I saw it this week and have been enjoying them. Nice session beer in my opinion. Taste is not overpowering, but is slightly citrus and hoppy. This one I like. That's good. They're giving it a really good rating. They do like it quite a bit, and I'm happy that they've actually picked up a nice 15-pack. Me personally, I'm actually a big fan of this beer. It's a nice middle ground for, like I said, strength wise, in my opinion, the hoppy bitterness, just the overall flavor profile. I'm also a big fan of the more pronounced citrusy, like a lemony citrusy note to it. I think this actually works really well with the amount of hops and how bitter it is. And even the slight malt flavor in the forefront when you first take a sip is also complements the rest of the beer quite nicely. Trying to think of something I don't like about this beer. One thing is the mouthfeel. Not that I don't like it, it's that I'm a bit more used to a creamier mouthfeel when it comes to pale ales and IPAs and session IPAs and all that jazz. This is a bit lighter in the mouthfeel to me, and there's quite a bit of carbonation, which kind of throws it off a little bit. Carbonation for me, at least, is sometimes if it's too carbonated, it overtakes a lot of the flavor. But this isn't too bad. But definitely really enjoyable. Very It's definitely sessionable without being light. It's a good middle of the road, 5.5% and 50 IBUs. I think a lot of people can actually enjoy this and even like it, even if they're not too familiar with the style of pale ales or something like that. This is definitely a good starting beer. Definitely a good starting beer in that regard. So let's finish it up and get right down to the rating. Cheers on the final sip. That's good. That's real good. Definitely pick that up again for sure. So coming down to the ratings for the beer itself, you know what? Mouthfeel is probably my biggest gripe with it, which is a bit creamier. Other than that, not too much. It's a good beer. It's not the best beer I've had by any means, but it's still a very enjoyable beer and one that I will definitely be buying in the future. So with that said, I gotta give this beer a solid 8 out of 10 for flavor. Very nicely well done, actually. Very well put together. Do enjoy the flavor profile for sure. Moving on to the presentation of the beer itself, very nice looking bottle, embroidered with the Founders Brewing on the just below the neck of the bottle. Very cool logo, something definitely a bit different, more stained glass window, churchy or medieval, something like that. Very cool, very cool. Good to see that they do have, IBUs, ABVs, all that good jazz, and also the brewed on date. No, sorry, not the brewed on date. The best before date clearly labeled, so you can see if it's really close or past due. You're definitely not going to pick it up. But seeing how this is lasting till 05, 06, so that would either be, what would that be? May or June, depending on how they do their date codes. Damn fresh beer for sure. Lack of a description though, a little bit of a bummer, but it makes up for it on the website. But also, even on the website itself, if they listed what sort of malts and hops and yeast they were using, that'd be perfect. And also maybe a food pairing, throw something else in there rather than just a rating. Those are kind of nice, but they don't tell you much about the beer. But overall, very nice presentation for sure. I gotta give that presentation a solid 8 out of 10 as well. So 8 for the beer itself, 8 out of 10 for the presentation. It's a damn good beer. If anybody has comments, questions, or beers that you would like me to review, you can leave all those stuff in the comment box below and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. And that just about wraps it up. So that'll do it for me, Maple Brewski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.